I was standing in the middle of the office Christmas party trying to share my excitement about a painting I had just finished when my boss, Mr. Miller, burst out laughing and told everyone I was a cute little hobbyist. I felt the warm blood rush to my face as the entire circle of executives joined in, chuckles feeling like sharp needles against my skin. I had spent years working as a graphic designer for this company, but in that moment they saw me as nothing more than a child playing with crayons. The painting they were mocking had actually been accepted into a major city gallery. But Mr. Miller didn't care about the facts. He only cared about maintaining his position as the most sophisticated person in the room by making me look small. I felt a cold, jagged sense of humiliation as I realized that my passion was just a punchline to them. Mr. Miller was the kind of man who valued corporate jargon and power lunches over any kind of genuine, creative expression. He had always been dismissive of my design suggestions, often telling me to just follow the template and leave the thinking to the marketing team. I realized now that his laughter wasn't just about my painting. It was about his need to keep me in a box where I was easily controlled and undervalued. By mocking my art in front of the whole staff, he was sending a clear message that my individual identity didn't matter as long as I was his employee. The air in the room felt heavy and stale, and I could see my colleagues looking at me with that patronizing pity that is worse than any insult. If being a hobbyist means having my work featured in the National Gallery next month, then I'm happy to take the title, I said, my voice cutting through the laughter with a quiet, sharp precision. The room went silent so fast it was almost comical, and Miller's glass stopped halfway to his mouth as he stared at me in disbelief. He tried to backtrack and say he was just teasing me, and that I shouldn't take things so seriously. He actually had the nerve to ask if he could get a discount on a piece for his office, as if his mockery hadn't just insulted my entire way of life. I felt a surge of adrenaline that gave me the courage to do what I should have done months ago. I didn't answer his question. I just took my coat, walked out of the party, and sent my resignation email from the parking lot before I even started my car. I realized that I couldn't spend 40 hours a week working for someone who didn't respect the very soul of what I did for a living. I spent the next 3 months focusing entirely on my art and my freelance design business. And for the first time in years, I felt like I was actually breathing. My gallery show was a massive success, and I sold every single piece I had produced, making more in one night than I did in 3 months at that firm. I am now a full-time artist and consultant, and I never have to listen to a man in a suit tell me what my talent is worth ever again. Mr. Miller actually tried to reach out to me recently to ask if I would do some freelance work for his new startup, but I didn't even reply to the email. I learned that when people try to laugh at your dreams, it's usually because they've given up on their own. I am much more successful now that I am not trying to fit into a template that was never designed for me. I am doing great, and I have realized that the only person who needs to take my work seriously is me.